Okay. Ooh. Well,
Nice for sprints.
welcome to Sprints. Tell me what you guys are reading if anybody's watching on the playback. Oh. I am reading, I'm finishing up Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance.
Titles have to be so awful sometimes.
It's so, okay, the worst part is one of the guys calls her Tempest and the other one calls her a Temptress.
Oh, that would be awful.
I'm like, which one is it? I don't remember.
No, it could be either. That title can be both. Why not both?
Yeah.
I am terrified, but I'm starting Dark Fae. Scared. I'm scared. It could be a DNF in one sprint, or it could be like a, oh my god, how am I sleeping tonight?
Yeah. I feel like there's no in between.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I know I have the really, really pretty Bookish Box special editions of both of those series.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, I really need to read them. But I'm like, if I don't end up liking them, I can at least make good money on them. I gotta finish this.
Well, I'm still reading.
But all right, I'm gonna go through these quickly. Oh, I need to put some mods in here.
Malzamon.
Hello,
She's here.
hello.
Maria. So you're good. You have two.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rye. How's your knee doing? Not sure. Rage reading Immortal Dark.
Valid.
Or working my zombie blanket or read Phantasma. Yep. Working to catch up on my reading plans for 11/22/63. I have not read a single Stephen King.
Really? Not even a single one?
Mm-mm. But I feel like that would be the one that I would read.
I actually have a 5-star Stephen King book, so I think that's...
Do you really?
I always talk about how much I hate Stephen King, but I have given a book 5 stars.
Which one?
The Long Walk. It's like a dystopian.
Okay.
And technically written under Richard Bachman, so that's what I say. I don't like Stephen King books, I like Richard Bachman books.
Fair. Back in the hotel room, ready to chill. Where did everybody go? Oh my god. Oh. Maria, that's the wrong book. But that is my next book, if I can finish Legacy. I want to read the Touch of Golden Madness. That's what it is. I want to try it again and see if I'm gonna buy the special edition tomorrow. I feel like I might still buy it and just resell it if
I love this side of you.
Because they're talking about how it's like a very limited one. Because like a lot of theirs have like are open pre-order, but like they said this one is limited, and so I'm just a little worried. But SS Revival Hunter, bring it back to me. This is my in real life best friend that I work with.
I was like, is your dog trying to bring you something? Like what? And I get it now.
I loan her my manga all the time.
Valid. Those are freaking expensive.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Just hit it not too long ago.
Literally like right before we started. So incredible. Yeah. Me too, Nikki. Me too. Me too. Why'd you do this to me?
Reading or watching YouTube. Yep. I hope so too.
I feel like you have a good chance of that one, Maria, because like I just like liked that one. I didn't love it. I feel like you could love it.
Fun fact, I still haven't finished it.
Valid. I get it.
I was annotating it, and then I like stopped reading it, and I'm not in my annotation era anymore. And so it has put me off from
there's a few books I have that haven't been finished annotating. I have that exact same problem.
Also Iron Flame. Yep. I need to put the audiobook on for that and just finish it up because I need to read it before book 3 comes out. Savage Bonds, yes.
Enjoy.
Who's no. No, this is Legacy. Melissa K. Rourke. It seemed fun at the time.
I did it to myself by telling you I was interested in it. Need to watch my words better.
Oh, All the Thoughts, halfway through. That's the last book, right, Nikki? Book 5?
To be fair, now that I've only gotten 2 of Mel's, I think she was nicer than me. Oh no! I'm scared.
It'll be fine. I think we're gonna start Blood of the Sands this weekend. Hi, Lexi. Phantasma. Okay. Currently reading Dear God. Do we want 30-minute sprints, 45-minute sprints? Thoughts in the comments?
I'll do whatever.
Thank you. I'm very excited. The next video that I'm going to film is Romantasy News. I'm hoping to do that on Saturday. And I'm sneak peek. I'm so excited because the Twisted Sisters have you've seen that special edition that they have of Zodiac Academy.
Nope.
They're doing their own special edition, and the sale was supposed to end today, and they extended it so I can put it in my video. Yeah, they're like really pretty. Like they're gonna do one at a time. So like you can buy them, or you can do them.
Oh, I did see this. Emmy, I think, posted
it's like $800 or something for like all 9 of them. But
which is truly not that bad for special editions of a book, but it just hurts all at once.
Yeah, and if you read they have like a big description about it, and they say like you would basically be saving $600 in shipping if you do it this way. Like
makes sense. It just hurts all at once.
Yeah, no, definitely. 45, 30 minutes, 30.
Why not 38?
38. 40 to 45.
Trust me, Claire is bad for your bank account.
I literally am like, oh, today. So the Duskwalker series, the like A Soul to Keep with the like monsters on the covers, the Fae Crate just announced their reprints of books 1 through 4. And I was talking to my other best friend at work, and she's read a couple more than I have. And I was like, Cow, talk me out of buying them. And she's like, I'm not going to talk you out of buying.
I sent my sister something the other day, and I was like, should I do this? And she was like, if you want someone to tell you no, text your boyfriend, because I'm telling you yes. And I was like, that's so savage, but yes.
If you ask me, I'm gonna say do it. I'm like, what? What do you have
It's
to lose?
really funny because Nick is like so cheap. So if it's anything about spending money, he will tell me no. So she's like calling me out for the fact that I texted her over him.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think it would be like horrible buying them one at a time. It just will, in the long run, it might cost more, but
I am unhauling a few of my Apolycon editions that are personalized to me, I think. So yes, this is true.
I think I decided I'm DNFing an Air Comes to Rise.
I am unhauling that one, and I think the Song of the Marked, and they're both personalized. And I'm like,
yeah, I just like, I don't remember anything, and I was 4 books in, and like I have them on Audible, so they might just be like an audio binge read eventually. Like, but it would have to be like a reread too, because I don't. Yep, this is fair. I wish I had that self-restraint. I do not. Oh yeah. Very, very valid.
this might happen.
I'm contemplating just unhauling the bookish box because I don't love it.
I still have that in my house, but it needs to be sent to Maria because I bought it for her.
Oh.
I have that and her When the Moon Hatched edition. I need to ship them out.
Okay, did we have a general consensus? It looked like
there wasn't. Just pick one.
Okay, I have 30 preps, so we'll just do 30.
Solid.
Jumped around to me.
70%
of my books on Kindle anyways, yeah. I just bought the new signature, so I'm like in my ebook era again. I'm like, let me have all the ebooks like on my pretty Kindle. Just unhauled it. Yeah, I saw it on your Pango because I was nosy and wanted to see.
Which one?
Was it Moonlight, Maria? Because I got my email today and I think I'm going to sign up for it tomorrow. They gave us 48 hours on theirs.
Yeah, I decided not to re-sign up for Bookish.
Fair. New Kindle. I would wait on the Color Soft. At least for them to put out some patches or fix the issues that are arising with that one. Hello. Oh, Lilac Library. Smart Maria. I'm loving it so far. I have the Scribe is my other Kindle, and it the signature's already a lot faster. It's only 2 years older, but definitely enjoying it. They have really pretty editions, so I'm excited to see what else they can bring us. It's funny because this Blood and Steel one is by the artist that does all the Fabled ones that we get annoyed look all the same.
Well, that's because like, one company that they look all identical to. I like them all individually, but when I have 7 books from you that look all the same.
Yep.
Like, they are pretty.
Yes. Oh, I was going to message you, and then I remembered you signed up for Arcane, Maria, because I was like, oh, I have early access to the Grace Draven sale that they're going to do. And I was like, I can get it for you if you need it. And then I was like, oh, no, she's subscribed now. Oh, yep.
I feel like it'll be even more than a year before it's released to non-Americans.
This is fair. I also have a huge wish list. It is a little different, I will admit, but I'm excited for it either way. I'm so excited for you too, because I love Arcane. It is hands down my favorite.
That and Fairy Loot really get me.
Yeah, well, their romantasy is killing it. Like, I am
Mhm.
so impressed with their additions. Now, am I loving all of the books? No, but
I've
well,
only read
I
one
mean,
and I loved it. So right now, Fairy Loot Romantasy is on a high.
okay, but you read The Coven
Well, yeah, but
and
I
you read
skipped that
Nectar
one, so it's fine.
and you read
No,
Nectar
it
of the
doesn't
Wicked.
count. Girl Math, if I skipped it, it doesn't count as part of the sub. So it's only the ones I paid for that I care about.
Okay,
And I just
all
haven't
right.
been reading those. I guess Nectar of the Wicked. I read 2.
Okay, let's go into our first sprint. We will see you guys in 30 minutes.
Remember, you guys, keep a lookout for anything suspicious or
Hello.
You gotta be
I can hear your TV.
Oh,
This looks like a good.
I was
Yes.
confused. I was like, who's talking? I was like listening to it to figure out what they were saying, and then I was like, oh, it's your TV.
can you sit down, please?
I'm having a good time.
Are you? That's good.
Mhm.
I got like 15 pages, and then I grabbed my dinner. So,
What are you eating?
we do like flat baked enchiladas, like
Yes.
pan style.
Yep.
Um,
It's really funny because we almost ate that tonight. But we didn't. But we were close to it.
yeah. Yeah, it's like a really quick, easy meal.
Mhm.
So,
I've got 26 pages. I'm debating getting the audio.
is it Audible exclusive?
I don't know if it's exclusive, but I can't get it on anything else. So
I feel like
Pretty
I thought theirs were. What? Nat, this is like the easiest 5-star book I've ever read, and this makes me so sad. So sad. Oh. Chapter 28 in Phantasma. Productivity, that's what we're here for. 25 pages. Work. There we go. I did a chapter 1 on my phone. Nice. I did get distracted by my phone for a minute too.
I was procrastinating starting the book at the beginning, so it was very rude because you weren't texting back. At least Mel was.
Sprint hopping to catch the end of Clementines. Nice. 20 pages. Oh, nice. Good. Read one of the other ones next. What else did I bring you? I forget. I think I brought her 2.
Is this the
Jungle
third
Juice?
one?
That's book 2.
Mm.
Found Ruin? Yeah, because that's the one that's on my shelf because I only did
yes.
1 and 2.
The third is Fate and Furies.
Yes. Nat, are you reading it or are you listening to the audio? Okay, Rain, I'm going to need you to be quiet.
Talking to somebody and it's not Rain.
No, she's begging because I have my food on my lap.
That makes sense.
Because Robbie does those audiobooks, and I think that he does a phenomenal job of. It's Critical Role, which is the D&D like online group. That's what she's reading. Is one of the books for.
I do know who Critical Role is, but I wouldn't have known that those were the books.
Yeah. I just laid down in the dark. My head can't handle much light right now. Ooh.
That's the worst.
So I apologize, guys, if you can hear my dog whining because she wants my food.
I can't blame her. I too love food.
Jungle Juice is next. Another manga that I loaned. Took a nap. Yep, valid. This makes me so sad. Yeah. Well, my timer's almost gonna go off, so we're just gonna follow the short break because I want to eat.
Yeah, eat.
So let's get that back up and be productive because I do need to finish this damn book.
Valid. I'm happy to read, so it works.
Yeah.
I'm not rage quitting.
No, that's good. We don't.
That's always good.
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
sit down?
Oh,
All right. She's like, Mom. All right. See you guys in 30. Hi, friends.
Hello.
I ate dinner and read like another 15 pages.
I made it to page 47. I don't think I read as much in that one because I was giggling. I don't know anymore. I'm scared of just that one POV.
Is it one of the men?
Yeah, it's the Dragon Shifter. And I just feel like Dragon Shifters in general, they give off that vibe and they're very hard to take seriously.
Oh my god, so this series, you didn't, in like book 4 or 5, we get introduced to some characters, and one of them is a shifter, a dragon shifter, and they are crossed over into this series. And there's another dragon shifter, and there was a scene where they were in like a really like guarded library, and the dragon shifter from Lady of Darkness was like, we need to take this book, we need it, like it's important. And the people from that realm were like, no, they'll kill us on sight if they like, it's tracked, like we can't take this book, like they'll kill us. And then the dragon shifter's mate starts talking up the item and is like, oh, but like this book is so like needed and da 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 da. And then the other dragon shifter comes and grabs it and he goes, it's mine, I'm taking it. Like they were trying to like talk them into like taking the book, like it was an item they needed for their hoard. It was so funny.
Very dragon-esque. To Rainy and Claire and Rye, I'm reading Dark Fae. Scary. I'm 50 pages in and I'm still scary.
Yes, this is next. Well, we're gonna attempt.
It's funny because I'm gonna be done the Mel collab and she's just gonna be starting it.
I know, that was my other thing that I was like, Cassidy's doing it this week and Mel's not doing it this week.
It's my fault because I thought the series was gonna take me a lot longer to like get through so many, and then at the end I was just like, and then I'm just impatient.
You're probably gone, but good night, Carly.
Hello, Clementine.
Hello, Clementine. A long hot shower and forgot this week actually happened. Yep, this week has been rough. Reading Crown of Gilded Bones, 25% in, having a good time. Awesome. I love that series. 13 minutes left in Promise of Peridot. We're going to show. There we go. So after you DNF'd this, I was like, these books are sitting on my shelf. Do I just want to get rid of them?
Get rid of them. It's just mad.
And I just don't have time or space for Matt in my life. Like,
that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to like really narrow down in. If I feel mad, like why I don't have time for that. There's great books. There's books I want to binge.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like staring at it right now. I'm just like, And yes, the other series that I have is the God, I can't actually read it from here. The Jeannie O'Reilly, the like where it's like a question. It had that really ugly indie cover.
I cannot picture it. I'm sure I will if I see them, but
I'm literally like, hold on, let me pull a picture of it off my shelf.
Right, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Honestly, how does it feel? Hold on.
I can not picture it, but picture it, if that makes any sense.
How does it?
Oh, hello, Miley.
Did nothing. Took a nap, woke, and ate cereal. Nice. We did a chapter. 64%. Nice. What are we doing? My goodness, it like jumped.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold
Andrew, I think
Um,
my reads make you feel better.
this one.
Oh, I do remember those covers.
Well, and this is the indie cover. This was the
Oh, that's
like,
awful.
yeah, it was awful, and it like got really hyped, and so I was like, God, I don't want that cover. And then it got picked up, and so I have, because I just pre-order on the Barnes & Noble sale, right? Because it's way cheaper, and so I have books 1 and 2 sitting on my shelf, and I'm like, I've only heard either people like being like super super obsessed or like very mediocre things about it, and I'm like,
Yeah, that just annoyed me so much. I feel like that just took away so much of my enjoyment from that book.
it really did. Was this about my book or her book?
Who knows?
This is not a Cassidy looking book. No, it's
I
not.
don't know what a Cassidy looking book is nowadays. Okay.
This is my plan too, Rainy. I want to read it in the like order that people like suggest to read it, since those characters come in later in the series.
So far, I'm definitely not lost at all. Like they've done a good job of like making it feel like it's new,
Its
which
own world,
obviously
yeah.
it is. And then I was reading and I was like, oh wait, I forgot that half the reason I didn't have Zodiac Academy is I was so mad that it was a Winx Club ripoff.
Well, because Dark Fate came out first, because it was completed before, I think book 5 came out.
Wait, Dark Fate came out first?
I think so.
This writing is so much better than the Zodiac Academy writing, though.
Or maybe they published it like during.
Wait, Dad is calling me out, but it's so true. She said every few months, Cassie's reading taste goes through a metamorphosis and becomes something new.
This is very accurate. Yes. I did get the Arcane special editions. I have like every special edition possible of this series.
You have every special edition possible of every series.
Specifically this series though. And Books for Days Crate is doing it too, and I'm probably gonna get them because I'm planning to get, they're doing Flesh and Fire for a Polycon. And so I'm planning to get that, so I might as well get the Blood and Ash too. Yeah, I have Fairy Loot, Illumicrate, Bookish. What was the only
Arcane.
Arcane, and then Books for Days would be. Oh, and then I want to get the acrylic pick paint. I don't know. Yeah, I want to get theirs too. But see, this is what I've heard, and I'm just like, I don't.
Anyone who has read them and commented agreed. So that's a sign.
Get rid of them. First 2.
I honestly, Mel and me were talking about it too, and I had heard no one. The only person I had heard talk about them on BookTube was Tori recently, and no one else talks about them. And I heard the first one talked about it all the time, so I feel like that's also a sign.
Mm-hmm. This is Melissa K. Rorick's series. It's her second. It could be read standalone-ish. Like, I feel like it's a completely different world. But if you haven't read Lady of Darkness, you won't get the crossover references. But this is her legacy series. It's book 3.
I feel so attacked by this comment still. It's a green flag. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's so true, though. It's so bad. It's like everything in my life. I just obsess. Once I like something, I obsess over it until I no longer like it.
I agree with this. Arcane's is my favorite that I've seen done so far, so I'm very excited that I was able to get it. I also got a signed set. Well, the first one is hand signed, and then the rest are like digital signature, which all of her books typically are digital signatures now. She just puts them in there. So I have like 4 JLA shelves, Maria. Technically. Like,
I wonder if
but
she means like
also-
a whole bookshelf.
for what?
I wonder if she means an entire like bookshelf.
Oh, potentially. All my sprayed edges are mixed in, so like those are in my gradient section. But like JLA has like 2 shelves of just like her traditionally like published books in my living room, because I have every normal edition too. All thanks to Miley's support. Yeah. It reminds me of Jody from Vanilla Moon. Like,
Mhm.
ACOTAR is her series, and she's got so many. Like, I mean, it's just the normal edition, but she has so many sets because she buys like all the different dust jackets and has them displayed. I always just stare at her shelves and I'm like, God, I don't need another set.
Yeah, that's always the problem with special. That's me and Serpent right now because I do like those new editions, but I'm like, do I need another?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I pulled off my Owlcrate ones. I think I'm gonna unhaul them.
I plan on unhauling the Bookish Box one, I think, but I'm just waiting till I see the Fairy Loot ones in person.
Yeah.
But I potentially will buy a set of them in their traditional so that I can have matching copies of the entire series. So I don't know.
Yes, I did have to do that too. Yeah, I have my indie ones up here, and then I have my traditional. I try to like move my shelves so that all my like fantasy romance is in here. But then I like end up with too much because it's like traditional and indie. And so I was like, okay, well, let me pull my traditional like off and put those on other shelves.
Yeah.
So I have Carissa Broadbent is separated. Oh my god.
Maria, I agree. I own them all because I just kept wanting a special edition. But honestly, this, for being such a beautiful book, the special editions always suck.
Mm-hmm.
Or like boring.
Really-
Like I don't mind the Fairy Loot ones, but they're kind of boring.
I think I didn't like the acrylic, like, because it's like the stained glass.
Yeah, I didn't like these ones
I didn't
either.
love that one, but
Lilac's Library?
yeah,
right?
Lilac's Library is coming out with one. Mine shipped too. I literally I paid it yesterday, 2 days ago, and then I got the email that was like, your thing's gonna ship, and I was like, wow, they're on top of it this month. Shocker. Also, I'll probably. I think I don't know that Arcane's gonna continue, which sucks.
Yeah,
But
that's my
I'm like,
issue. I wanted a matching set of them, but then I was like, are they all just going to treat them like different duologies instead of having them?
Arcane, like, because I'm in their Facebook. Are you in their Facebook group? They
Yes, but I never look at it.
like people have asked, they're like, oh, are you guys gonna do Six Scorched Roses and the new duology? And like is it Melissa is the owner? She like always comments and she goes, I didn't think anybody would want it after like the reception of the duology, like because of how badly
Yeah, they weren't good, in my opinion.
Like I like them. I like that art is disproportional on the hard case, but like I don't mind them. Like, but yeah, I was like, huh.
Mhm. I agree. I own it. It's awful. It's literally awful. I own it.
It was so funny because they announced that they were doing books 2 and 3, right? Is that what they
Mhm.
announced?
Yes.
Ashes and then Songbird. And I was like, where is mine? I was like, I couldn't find it on my shelf because I was like, which one is it? I don't remember. And then I finally found it and I was like, okay, Rain, can you not? Thank you. I finally found it and I was like, oh, yep, this was theirs.
Yeah, I looked at it like I was like, wait, do I need to get it? Because I want a matching set. And if they're gonna do the third one, I'm like, do I need to get it? But then I looked at it and I was like, I fucking hate this. Like, I don't want it on my shelf. I hate it.
Isn't the Fairy Loot one coming soon though?
Yeah. What I'm hoping is that maybe the series will get big enough that we'll start to see like dust jackets and things like that, the way like ACOTAR has them and stuff like that. Because I would like to see things like that.
I wonder if like a touch of Magic Designs has any in the works. They're the ones that they have the Dominique Wesson, Sarah J. Maas ones. I would love Dominique Wesson to do them. That would be beautiful.
That's what I'm worried, Mel. I think they're just gonna do duologies that match each other, which could look nice, but it also, because of my shelves are normally vibes, I feel like they might not vibe together. Like I could see red being for the next duology just from like the vibes I'm getting from it.
They normally will like use the same like artists though, like on series, like even within like standalone type things. Because if you look at
Yeah, but I'm a color person on my shelves.
yeah, Kingdom of the Wicked, Fairy Loot did that, and they have also done the spin-off standalones. And like they're pretty similar. Like the edges are different, but like the vibes of the covers are pretty similar. And then like the artwork is, I think, the same artist.
I thought I was a page overlay person, and then I hate them now because most of them don't properly fit into my books, and then they stick out, and I hate them. The Bloodbursty ones are really bad for this.
We'll do for Bridge Kingdom. Oh yeah, because they did the first duology, right? Already.
And they were ugly.
I need to read that because I want to buy the Arcane ones.
Listen, Lexi's read that and you haven't.
Okay, now I have to.
She read, I'm probably outing her for this, but she read The Traitor Queen this week. So
I remember her talking about that. I forgot. I haven't. I own the indie paperbacks and I'm buying the new covers. We're just gonna, we're gonna move on. We can't really move on
because all the comments are coming through about it. Lexi's here. She was summoned. We were just using you to make Claire feel bad because she hasn't read The Bridge Kingdom, and I said, Lexi's read that and you haven't, and then I made a judgmental face.
We can do this, Mel.
She truly does make this feel like a thing. She always makes the right moments. Also back to Mel's. I have a few, even my Fourth Wing ones kind of stick out slightly. Yeah, because I have 2 sets of Fourth Wing overlays.
Yeah, I find like because what company is it? The Reading Portal. So they did they've done ACOTAR and From Blood and Ash. And
I have the ones.
I have the From Blood and Ash, and I know like I had to like really open my book and like get the binding to like open more to get it to fit in, and then it would fit perfectly.
Yeah, but that's annoying. I don't want to.
So frustrating. Like
she's a stalker.
Stalker. We can do this, Brie. I don't know when.
It was good timing.
It was really good timing. Okay. All right. We're getting caught up. All right. Do you got another one in you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Another 30 minutes. We'll see you guys soon. Hello. I made it. Oh my god, where's my pages? Like 50 pages?
I didn't read enough. I made it to page 70.
Did you do the audio? Did you get it?
Not yet. I'm trying to be good and be like committed to liking it before I get the audio.
Yeah.
I probably will because I think I will be continuing, but I probably will get it in the morning because I won't need it tonight at all. I can physically read.
Which one did you get? Must know. Hi, Chris. This is fair, Nat. This is very valid. I definitely do that too.
That's a mood.
What are you reading, Rye? Are you on the third?
I think she was starting there, but I'm not 100% certain.
Because I know that she and I were talking because Lila Sage's new Cowboy Romance just came out, but it's traditionally published now and it's not on KU. And so we were talking. She wanted to do that as like a palate cleanser, but pesto pasta. We used to live here. Nice. Volume 2 or 4? I'm pretty sure Steph has volume 2.
Ow.
Did you do the signature Rye or just the normal paperweight? And the third one. I knew I was. Nice. Sometimes you just need to veg. Yeah, I have the new Lila Sage. It's just sitting on my cart, and I'm like, I really want to read it. I'm in my cowboy era. Oh my god, Fairy Loot is doing the Chestnut Springs, the Elsie Silver, and I'm
really pretty.
So excited.
They are very pretty. That book is still sitting on my shelf. I need to read it.
I think you could enjoy it, but like you just don't read contemporary. Like it's not.
I think I'll feel similar to like Sophie Lark, where like I could enjoy it, but when am I going to pick up more of them? So that's kind of my issue with starting it right now. Also, because everyone says the second book is better, so I'm scared of the first.
Because I just made my friend at work read it, and because I'm what we call, so I work for a grocery chain here in California called Rayleigh's, and so they call me the Rayleigh's librarian because I just like hand out books to people, and so like she just comes to work sometimes and just has a stack of books on her desk, and I'm like, read this. That's what you need to read.
Like, I love that.
She won't like. She's older than me, and so she doesn't. She's like in her late 30s, and so she's very like, I don't want to touch a computer or a device like when I'm home, so she won't read on a Kindle. Like she won't get a Kindle, because I was like, God, if you could just get a Kindle, then you could just have all of these at your fingertips. Like,
I know. I understand that though. Like as someone who like stares at a screen, my eyes are I'm gonna need fucking laser eyes.
Yeah, I think this is the 152. I think that's the normal paperweight, because I think the signature was closer to 200. But I mean, literally, the only difference is wireless charging and more space, and you don't need more space. So, either are good.
They're very pretty. I looked at them too. Like, do I need these? I need to remember to buy the Quilt Prince this weekend, though.
Oh yeah,
It's the 12th. I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I think I'm skipping that.
Fair.
I loved the series. I have them. I have like the Barnes and Noble Black editions. Like it's just the other cover. And those were one of the first sets that I did painted edges on. And so
Yeah.
like I just have those and I'm like, they're that's fine. Like
I went and looked to see if there was any like cool like dust jackets or anything that I was more interested in. But I don't own it. Like I only owned the first one, so it worked really well in my favor that like
Yeah.
I'm not spending like extra money. They're special edition, so I am, but like
Yeah.
I'm not rebuying a second set, so
yeah. What's wrong with having bad eyes?
Lots of things.
I know. I like stare at a screen all day long and like I get so brain dead from it. Like my eyes just hurt. I'm like, I don't want to do anything.
That's actually why I started crocheting, was because I wanted something that I could listen to an audiobook and I wasn't because I used to like just do listening and reading all at once, but even reading a physical book, like it's causing strain on my eyes sometimes after I've used them all day. So I wanted something that was just like, and I could listen.
Yeah, I picked up diamond painting and I like it, but I don't have like a spot that I can do it that my body doesn't hurt. Like,
yes,
I don't have like a nice table that like is at the right height and ergonomic. So then I'm like slumped over like this.
Yep. That's my problem with a lot of those things. Puzzles, diamond painting, coloring. It hurts my back. Which, not that reading doesn't either, because I don't have good posture and I slouch constantly, but
yeah, because I cheered growing up, and so like I have a bad back from that. So like I always have to be super mindful. Oh, by the way, tell me why 3 days ago, I woke up and my ankle hurt.
You know, it's funny. Lexi also hurt her ankle and she texted me, I felt like being you today and I hurt my ankle. And I was like, so sorry to all of you.
I like it. I must have slept wrong. I'm a stomach sleeper. So like I must have just had it in a weird position and it still hurts. Like I'm like, God, it'll hurt for like another 4 days. And then I'll be fine.
So sorry I did this to you just by being in my proximity. Ankle sympathy pain.
I'm trying to see if I can continue to use it as often as I have been. Yes.
The Folk of the Air series is, I think, on Tuesday, actually, if not during the weekend, for Fairy Loot. They're early access.
Oh, if it's not, then I need to add that to my list for Romantasy News. I don't think I have it on my thing. Because I forget. Posture check.
Fair.
No, Chris, we're going to be slouchers.
Let me go look at our sub boxes. And then I have to scroll a million years through.
Ankle sympathy pain. Yes. Try to pick up embroidery, but first needed to learn it properly before I can add in audio. That is fair. Yeah, I've thought about doing like cross stitch because that sounds fun. Because that you can hold right in front so that you're not like in bad posture. But I feel like that's just a lot more focusing than I have.
Early access is the 12th. Public is the 13th.
Oh yeah, my video will. So that's Monday and Tuesday?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wednesday? Yeah. I think I'm going to film Romantasy News on Saturday and it's going to go up on Sunday. So that's perfect. Add that to my notions before I forget.
I actually like went back and looked at them and I don't like love them, but I like them more than the regular books. So
that was my thing too, because I think they're pretty, but then also I don't have the Stolen Heir series, which is the spin-off series. Is it the Stolen Heir? Yeah. That'll follow the brother.
And I will also say the annoying thing is that one of these is shorter than the rest. I hate that.
That's the short story collection.
Yes, but I still hate that. Like,
Yeah.
as
It's
a
weird.
hype girly
That's
too,
weird that
I'm like, why?
yeah, that's weird that it's not the same height because like my copy, like my US edition copy is the same height.
They said something about it.
No, I remember that now that you say that because I was like, that is weird.
Please note, in line with the trade edition, the King of Elfham will be slightly smaller.
Hmm.
I like
Okay,
them, but they all look the same to me. I think that's my biggest issue with them. But I'm still
Mhm.
gonna get them because I think they're cooler than the regular ones, and I don't own them, so why not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Good night. Um, are you good for another?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay. We're gonna go in because my dog's yelling at me that she needs to go potty.
Valid.
Okay. All right. Let's do. All right. I will see you guys in 30. Hello, friends.
I made it to page 90 with some good laughs in those ones.
I was dying.
Honestly, like the female POV is pretty good, but the male POVs are just awful.
I wonder if it'll get better over time.
I'm hoping it will, because right now it's definitely like a pissing war.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like worse because she's writing them to be like these guys pissing all over the place, essentially, trying to sleep with her. So
being the alpha holes.
because there's essentially like two gangs at war in this school.
Yeah, I read nothing. I took my dog out, and then all the other dogs wanted to go out, so then I had to take them out.
Fair. Oh, I also ate a Kit Kat. All of my wrappers.
But, yeah, I because our reviews were due for this today, so I posted a review. But I'll update it like once I like finish it more. But I had to like get that posted, and like Amazon hasn't approved it yet either, so like.
Listen, no one looks at Amazon reviews anyways.
I do sometimes, not often, but sometimes I will. Like if it's a like the Stuff Your Kindle days, like
I still open it on Goodreads.
Well, see, I can't be bothered to go to Goodreads and search it while I'm like looking at them. So like I kind of like do like a brief look through to like see. Most of the time, the Amazon ones are like all ARC readers, though, and you can tell. So, but I think it helps them with like rankings and stuff. So
it does. Because technically an Amazon review is actually about your product. Isn't it so weird to think that people review books on it and give them like star ratings, but technically you are rating the product that came to your house, like the condition the book is in, technically.
And it's funny because sometimes every once in a while, like I'll see that like someone like is actually like rating the product itself, like this book came banged up to me, like
which is like what they should be almost, but like also that makes no sense at the same time, but that's how Amazon works. So like it's a weird. I don't know why they just don't have Goodreads kind of linked to it, considering they're the same company.
Yeah. I'm sure you're gone, but good night, Clementine. Just got back from B-Day dinner, still figuring out what I want to read. Rye, is this one going just as swimmingly?
I hope so.
Because I've heard no thoughts. An hour left. You can do it, Nat. Maybe not tonight, but what time zone are you in?
She's in Central Mouse time.
But she's on a trip, right? Is she?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where the trip is. 35 pages. Nice. Hi, Andy. Really stressful. Oh.
No.
Oh, nice. Ghost camera. I really need to read some Darcy.
Have you read Zero, Darcy?
I've never, I'm not a horror reader. And so, like, it scares me to, like, try to find something. But I think I bought them at some point, but I've unhauled them because even if I do read it and enjoy it, I don't think it'll be something that'll stay on my shelf. But I had Parasite and then Voices in the Snow because I think that those two will be the ones that.
I could definitely see Voices in the Snow working for you because of the romance element. I haven't read Parasite yet. But honestly, Darcy's not, like the Caro haunt is not super scary to me. Like, she does have some that she really does feel more, like, spooky, but some of them are not.
I struggle with horror because dolls terrify me. And that's always like a common like item that you see pop up in horror, and like clowns. I don't do clowns. And so I just need someone to tell me, is there a creepy doll? And is there a scary clown?
I can tell you that about Darcy books. Most of the time, I don't think I've seen either of those things, and I've seen the creepy doll maybe in one of them.
Yeah. But I think Parasite is more of like a sci-fi horror, right?
Hmm.
And so like I love sci-fi, so I think that could work too. But
But
no
Voice
hot
of the
water.
Snow really could, because there is a romance in it.
Yeah. I know, and Rye loved it. And I think like Rye and I, we fall in line pretty consistently. So productive. Sit down and relax and read. And no reading today. Thank you for joining us, Andrea. Where you rate delivery, story, etc.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't like though because I've been on a couple ALC teams where I get like the early arc of the audio, and like they want us to review them on Audible, but it won't let you unless you own it.
Well, then that feels like a fault of the author for not knowing that.
Yeah, like it's Tessa Hale because I'm on her arc team and her audio arc team, so like I get both. And like there's a form to fill out for the review, but it's like one form, and so like I just put my Amazon review on it. I don't like they never ask for like the audio. They ask us to review it on there, but it's always like it's like you're not eligible to review this item, and I'm like, but I can because I listened to it.
I like understand why it's like that, but it's also annoying.
Yeah.
Because I think Audible does like a lot of exclusive audiobooks and stuff like that. So
Thank you. I'm very excited. Still in Central. Finish tomorrow before 8 a.m. That would be smart. Yeah, it's on my list.
valid.
Yeah. I like a good atmosphere. Like I used to read a lot more like mystery and thrillers. But I find that I'm very out of sight, out of mind. So if I'm not buying them physically, I like, and then because I would get them like through like book of the month and stuff, but so then I'd read them and then I'd unhaul them because there's no reason for me to keep it on my shelf. Like it's not something I'm going to reread.
I used to be so much like this. This year, I've really tried to be better at not doing that, which has worked in my favor. Mostly because KU. If I wasn't reading romance, it'd be a lot harder. But like if it's not on my shelf, I typically don't think about reading it.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be like something that like is on my radar that people are like talking about it, and I'm like, oh, like I think I sent you guys. There's a sub box that it was a Stuff Your Kindle Day book that's going to be their January book, I think, and I'm like really intrigued with it. So like I'm like I really want to read that before that comes out because I was like I might try to get that because it's a big boy. It's like 700 pages.
Rough.
But
why? Like why? Like truly why? Why?
and I can't remember if it's a standalone or not. Because I'm like, if it's a standalone, that would make sense. But also make it a duology at that point. But if it's not a standalone, there's no reason for it to be 700 pages.
No, because then what? The next book's going to be 800 pages? And if they get shorter, there's something wrong with them. There's always something wrong with them if they get shorter. But I don't want it to be longer than that.
Yeah. But I also don't need it to be doubled like Heat of the Everflame.
Yeah.
Loved it. Gave it 5 stars. It did not need to be 1,026 pages.
Nope.
It could have been 5 books.
Not at all. It honestly could have just taken a lot. Like so much of that was bloat. Like
yeah,
I ate up every single moment.
Yes. But yeah, it definitely could have like.
You could have removed a lot of those scenes.
Yes, for sure.
The same people in the jungle like 8 times.
Yeah, I like look at that book on my. Actually, I have that one facing out, so I can't see how thick it is. But like when it was just sitting on my shelf with it in, because like the hardback's only like 700 pages, but
Mhm.
it's still like
I honestly don't really remember because I read book 2 and 3 back to back, no pause. Like I literally stopped book 2 and started book 3.
yeah,
So those two blur together. And I remember being like, this felt very long, but also I read 2 books
yeah.
in one sitting,
You,
essentially. Like I
you read,
literally just read them all the way through, no
yeah, you
stops.
read like 1,600 pages.
So I was like, can I say that it was too long or was that my own fault? But it's probably both.
No, I definitely think that I think both books 2 and 3 could have used with some cuts.
Yes, but then also I give them 5 stars. So like,
Yeah,
who am I to complain?
also same. That's
And
I
I
think
think the
yeah, I
first
think
one
I
was
told
3, so
yeah, I think that's what I told. I think that's what I told you guys when I was reading it. I was like, it's so long, but I ate up every second of it.
Mhm.
Like there were things that didn't need to be in there, but they also like I didn't mind that they were in there. Like it worked.
This is
Yeah.
fair. I've truly the more I've done reading series and stuff, the more I've learned if I need a break, I don't like the series. Like, I am truly someone that can do that. I read 1,600 pages in one sitting, essentially,
Yeah.
and I
Like
felt, like, fine.
well, yeah, and then you have like the Beast of the Briar.
Yeah, like, I just read those back to back. I was so annoyed that I had to read freaking Reckless in the middle of that. But it's the only reason I feel like I finished Reckless, so
You do, Rye. We also need you to read Captive of Wolves by Eva Chase.
Mhm.
We think that you will enjoy that one.
Hello. A rare. Oh no. You're so fucking big. A rare hero. No, seriously. Okay, can you stand up? You're dead weight. Like he's so long. He's only 8 months. You shouldn't be this long. He's mad now.
Yeah, I my heart can't take them a lot too. I still read them, but
I live for them. But also
I
that's why
will
like I need to only read completed series. I think that's a thing now. Or
yeah,
like
I
potentially new releases, but then also they still do me dirty because like the I gave What a Crown Oaths and Curses 5 stars, and now I'm sitting here like, am I ever gonna read the second book?
yeah, I find this it's so funny because like my friends at work that like I talk books with, they always are like I only want to read completed series and I'm in the middle of so many like ongoing series and I don't struggle with like keeping them like fresh in my like I remember them. Like I remember enough detail about them that it doesn't bother me, but like some people I know, but then there's sometimes where I'm like maybe I should just start sticking to completed series so that I can finish.
I typically just like find I don't care as much versus like when I read them all in a row, I just like am obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah, Maria, I will let you know the moment that I know that we're getting it because I'm on the ARC team for it. So I don't think it's happening this year either.
It's like I don't even like she had arcs like she was picking out an arc team for it and then just all of a sudden nothing. Like I'm so confused. I'm not
Yeah,
confused, but like why do people keep doing this?
I just are you on Helen Schuer's
Newsletter?
newsletter?
I am, but I rarely read it.
So she just posted she sent one out yesterday or the day before and she was talking about how like book 2 is already in editing. Like has
That's
gone to
how
like
it should
that
be.
that's how far ahead she is for a series that hasn't even released yet. Like,
Literally how it should be. You should have a completed book before you start telling people that you're like gonna publish this book. That's
well,
how
and
every job works. Imagine if Monopoly put out a menu, Monopoly, and McDonald's put out a menu without having their menu like created yet. Like, they were just like, I think we're gonna do this, this, and this, and then the food would come out and it was trash.
Yeah.
Before they announce it, they've done so much months of testing on it. It pisses me off. It pisses me off
Yeah.
so much because I don't understand why indie authors feel the need, like, why they think that they're gonna lose their audience if they do it that way. Like, that makes no sense in my head.
Yeah. I don't get it
You
either.
would never
Like,
know.
I like Melissa put up book 4 for Legacy for pre-order, and it's dated for August, and I think it'll be before then, because like her trend is like sooner than that. Like she normally is like 4 to 5 months in between releases. So I'm trying to 4 to 5. No, when did I read Legacy? I read Legacy for Realm. So March. What's the math there? It might come out in August, now that I think about it. But there might be a chance that it comes out sooner just because of like her past cadency.
Like, I don't know. Just pick a date. Comes out on that date, and it's gonna come out on that date. Like, the book is done, so you don't have to bring it forward or back.
Yeah, I think that they should really like start more of like how we were talking about it. I like write the book, get it edited, and then put it up for pre-order. Like, and then do your marketing for it. Like, you don't.
I wouldn't even have to know that like you finished it a year ago. Like, nope, you don't have to tell me that. I can think that you finished it the day before and then published it. Like,
yeah. I feel like some of like a good chunk of them do, and they just feel like they're gonna let us down. But they're not. Like, I would rather have a completed amazing book, not knowing when it's gonna come out, without giving like false hopes. Like,
truthfully, like if I had my way, I feel like they should all do it the way like Mark Lawrence does it, where he has a completed series before he publishes them.
yeah,
Because then I just feel very like you're getting one a year, and I'm like very confident in that, and it makes me like confident in picking up his books.
yeah.
But I also know that that's wishful thinking, and they also need money.
Yeah. I like Jonathan Mayberry. So he did Kagan, and he had books 1 and 2 written before they published book 1. And I think it was because he is a horror author, not a fantasy author. And so he wanted to see, like, they wanted to make sure that they would sell. They released those books within 6 months of each other, and then I had to wait 2 years for book 3.
I hate that.
I was like, how do you give me books 1 and 2 back to back and then make me wait so long for book 3?
I hate that. I did know Michael Sullivan did that as well, actually. I think that that's the best way to be. Like, I don't know, I'm confident then. Like, I know, like, even Rage of Dragons, I gave the first and second book 5-star. I'm unsure I'm picking it up when the next book comes out because it's been so long.
Yeah, I was doing research for like new releases, and I saw that one. I don't know if it was true.
It was
or
talked
not.
about last year too at some point. I don't know.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean,
at this point.
The Emperor's Blade series, I haven't continued on to the next series because it's been like 4 years since the book came out. Because there's a trilogy, and then they switch characters for another trilogy, but we only have book 1. So it's not even just indie publishers who do this. It does happen in traditional publishing too, but like,
I feel like we're just so in indie publishing right now that that's where we see it. Like,
I feel like, yeah. And I feel like good authors won't do it in both spheres. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean,
Also,
even... Oh. I know, I have... Mine is...
Oh.
Like JLA does it too. I mean, like I've seen numerous.
I wouldn't I shouldn't say this on your channel. I hurt your feelings, Claire. I'll shut my mouth.
You can say it.
I wouldn't put her in the good author circles.
Oh. No, I know she's not for everybody, that's for sure. She's like, if I didn't hate the word so much, like she's like my guilty pleasure author. I just don't like that phrase because I'm not ashamed that
This is an interesting conversation. I love the phrase guilty pleasure because I love guilty pleasures, and so like I don't feel like embarrassed. Like I feel like they aren't a shameful thing, but they're a thing I like to eat a lot of, or
yeah. I guess I'll start writing my sequel now.
Yeah, Christy, have them all written before they come out, please. Also, Andy, that's such a mood, but I am sadly a series lover.
I like duologies. Duologies is where I'm finding is my sweet spot.
See, the thing is, I love duologies in romantasy.
Yes.
But in fantasy, I'm a trilogy quartet girly at heart. Like, duologies never have enough.
I think between all of them, like fantasy and romantasy, like 2 to 4 books is like my sweet spot. Like, unless you're getting into like reverse harems, because I do really like how like Beast of the Briar is going, because it's a lot of plot with getting to know each guy individually in that aspect, because that's the problem with a lot of White Shoes is it gets rushed and you don't get that dedicated time to get to know each one individually.
In my personal opinion, even though I love that series, 1 and 2 had too little plot. I wish that the plot, like, I think we could have shortened the series and had 1 and 2 be better.
Yeah, that could have been one, like, book type of a thing. For sure. No, and there's definitely, like, bloating in it and everything, but, yeah. I know, and then I'm, like, looking at Flames of Chaos, and I'm like, it doesn't need to be 7 books, but I will eat up every single second of those next 2 books.
Valid. Even that book, Chris, I just, honestly, when things don't get published on time, when I have to wait too long, I just lose interest so quickly. So I think because I don't reread, it's like just, like, I can remember the book, but, like, I remember loving the book. I don't necessarily love the book anymore. Becomes an issue for me.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever need some money, that book sells for a lot.
I actually potentially won't keep it, considering that they changed everything.
Well, I'm assuming Broken Binding will still do, like, their editions, how they're doing them.
Oh, I own both editions still.
Oh. I was talking about the Broken Binding one. Like, if you ever want to make some money.
Yeah. Listen, I don't sell things.
Yeah, I joined I joined a Facebook group that's not ran by them, but it's a Broken Binding Facebook group, and that's where I sold all my books. I still have some that I need to like repost and see if anybody's interested. Maybe I'll drop the prices down, but
Maria, I'm self-employed. It doesn't matter, like, I have to make my own retirement fund. And I can tell you it's not good. I'll be living here forever.
That's the point where most would be like, okay, we're doing shared incomes. Here's the money. Nick, take care of it.
No, Maria. They do not.
Just make sure you keep it in a good place, because if you leave it in, okay, well, But Broken Binding doesn't put it in plastic, so you just have it in the brown wrap. That should be fine. But you don't want to leave books in the plastic wrap because they can get damaged. Fun fact, if you didn't know this.
Dead. I inherit dead. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think we're going to end it because it's now, I mean, it's only 9:15, but I'm tired.
Yeah, I was leaving anyway, so you'd been by yourself.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Do you have anything?
No.
No?
My life is boring.
Romantasy News should be coming on Sunday. I probably will do a premiere for it.
That's exciting.
Yeah. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.